hello, and yes, welcome back to another episode of Movie Bug Movie Talk. Hello, how is everybody doing? I can see we got a few comments here, and I'm going to say apologies for being late. Now my guest for tonight is not here. I don't know where he is. So yeah, I'm not sure. I was waiting for him backstage, trying to see if he was going to show up, but I haven't heard from him, unfortunately. I hope everything's okay with him to start with, in case he's watching us back. But yeah, AJ is not here. So at the minute, it's just me. But I still wanted to do the stream tonight, of course. Everyone was expecting it. So, yep, at the minute, it's just going to be a solo one. Unless if he pops up, we'll bring him in. Hopefully he does, but we'll see what happens. But hello, how is everybody doing tonight? I'm gonna do my best tonight. I've pulled like a muscle up here in my chest. And I tell you, I've had a very painful couple of days. But nevertheless, we're going to crack on tonight. But there's a few people that turned up here quite early. There was Tyler. Hello, mate. And we got Jim O'Connor. He is always here. Hello, mate. How are you doing? And we've got Luke's World of Movies and TV. Hello, bud. And Sabian's the movie and gaming lover. Hello, mate. And look, here's me. And Luke is also here as well. We've done all of these ones. Yeah. So if anyone's got any comments, please do feel free to fire them this way. At the minute, as I'm on my own, I should be able to go through them pretty quick. But I see here we've got a comment from Brian Foxtrot. I don't think we've had you here before, Brian. Hello, mate. Do either of you follow football? Well, I don't know about AJ. I don't follow football. It's not my sport. I follow the Formula One quite heavily, and that's about it. I do watch Wimbledon when it's on. Of course, it started up today. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably tune in for some of Wimbledon. I've got a friend who does the camera work on it, which is always pretty cool. He gives me a lot of updates there. But yeah, it's I'm not the biggest sports person in terms of like following sports. As I say, the only one that I really do follow is the Formula One, which I do love. I'm going to see it later this year in Hungary, late this month, sorry, which I'm very excited about. Luke asks, have you watched Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny yet, mate? Yes, it was my last video. I reviewed it. I actually quite enjoyed the Dial of Destiny. I definitely had some problems with it, but I thought it was very good. I'm a big Indiana Jones fan. I grew up on those original 3 films, and I'm pretty sure I saw Crystal Skull at the cinema as well. And it was a fun time. It was I don't get me wrong. At the time, I was a bit like, the alien. This is a bit much, but I've come to like it. You see a guy's beating heart get pulled out of someone's chest in the second one. So yeah, I've kind of learned to accept the alien as well. They go very overboard with something in this one, but it is what it is. Indiana Jones. It's very, it is what it is. There's a lot of made up stuff in it anyway. So I saw Megan on Friday and thought it was wild, funny, and insane. Gave it an 8 out of 10 on my Letterboxd. Fair enough. I can't lie, I was not a big fan of Megan. I did see it at the cinema. But yeah, I wasn't I wasn't massive on Megan, unfortunately. It's a shame. I think there's potential there. I hear they're doing a sequel, and I'm actually quite curious to see how that's going to turn out. And I'm very game to see what they do with the sequel. It's an interesting character, interesting concept, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with it. Jim, are you pumped for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1? I am. Seeing it on Monday next week. I can see it 2 or 4 days early. Wow, that's very cool. Yeah, I'm really excited for Mission Impossible. I'm doing my rewatch at the minute of the... I haven't watched the Mission Impossible films for a while now, since it was before Fallout that I last watched the Mission Impossible films altogether. So yeah, I'm going through them all in a minute, and you can follow me as I review them on my Letterboxd page. I always update my diary on there as soon as I watch a movie. I've done the first four. I done Rogue Nation. No, not Rogue Nation. Sorry, Ghost Protocol last night. Very much enjoyed that film. So then yeah, I've got the other two still to go. But Fallout was my favorite. They're gonna have a hard job topping that one. But I'm very excited to see the new one. The trailers have been really good, and Tom Cruise he's just on fire at the minute, isn't he? You know, Top Gun Maverick, and now this. You know, absolutely fantastic. So I'm really excited to see what Tom Cruise can do next. What's your job, if you don't mind me asking? I work for a signage company. Um, I've played GTA for years now, finally getting close to 100% in the campaign completion. Have you played the campaign? If so, what's your thoughts on it? And how did you how far did you get? I finished the campaign, I think. I wasn't massive on the GTA campaign, I'm not gonna lie. I was more on the online side of GTA. Me and my friends just go on there and piss about so much. I was always it's funny, obviously Rockstar, you know, you got GTA, Red Dead Redemption. They both do the opposite for me. GTA, I love the online campaign, I can give or take it. Red Dead, love the campaign. The online, I could leave it or take it. But it's yeah, I like GTA. It's a good game. I'm going for all of the trophies on Spider-Man at the minute. I've platinumed it, but there's obviously two trophies you can get in a new game plus, and then there's the PS5 um remastered trophies you can get, and I've got four of the five. So I've only got three trophies to get on Spider-Man. But of course, as some of you may have seen, the wonderful Mr. Alex Hampson sent me Death Stranding. I done about 3 hours of it yesterday. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to cracking on and playing some more of that as well. Probably get some more of that in tomorrow, I think. Watched Elvis for this first time. It was absolutely incredible. It reminded me a lot of Moulin Rouge. Um, with the shots and the camera angles. Yeah, well, same director. I love Moulin Rouge. I don't think Elvis is as good as Moulin Rouge, and I don't think it's as good as Great Gatsby. I love those two movies, but I think Elvis is still a very, very solid movie. And I had a very good time with it. I like Elvis. I think the first act of Elvis is very choppy, but I really feel like the second and third act are a lot. That it really saves the movie a bit, to be honest. And we got TJ here. Hello, mate. Thank you very much for the kind words there. I still need to watch Avatar 2. Is it any good? Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. I've got the 4K actually. I picked this up. Oh, it's right up there. I would reach and get it, but as I say, um, my chest is killing me from this muscle I pulled in it. Um, but yeah, I'm waiting actually because obviously the first Avatar comes out on the 10th here. So I'm gonna pick the 4K of that up because I reckon that's gonna look amazing as well. So I'm gonna watch them back to back on 2 evenings. I'll watch the first one night, the second one again the next night. Both in 4K for the first time. I'm really excited to see how the new one looks in 4K actually. But yeah, I liked Avatar. The story itself was good, not great, but the visuals are just so incredible that it elevates the movie to another level. I saw it twice at the cinema. I wasn't planning on seeing it twice. There was a friend of mine who couldn't come with me the first time. So I went again, and yeah, it's a good movie, definitely worth your time. Um, um, Evening, Mr. Playtendo guy. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Good to have you here, Pete. Hello, Marvelous. Tell them how bad you are at races. Yeah, I'm terrible at I'm guessing you mean the F1 races on the PS5. The good thing is you can go view this now because I streamed me playing it. So you can see that now. Yeah, that was one of my worst races because I put the wrong setup on my car. I was having a nightmare that day. Really bad. That was the wrong track to stream. Um James, have you bought Avatar: The Way of Water on 4K? I really like the sequel, equally as the first one. Yeah, I have. So yeah, I've got that. Um, it's up there on the shelf. Here's the thing. I actually would say I slightly prefer the new Avatar. But I really enjoy both Avatar films. They're not like story wise, they're not going to blow your mind. They're not. They are what they are. I don't think James Cameron creates the best characters, but visually striking, his films do always go to that next level, um, which is always exciting. I rewatched Titanic over the weekend because obviously there's this reemergence of interest in the Titanic because of the Titan sub. Um, and yeah, again, that film there as well blows my mind visually. I'm surprised there's no 4K for that, by the way. Are you excited to see Elemental? It comes out Friday. I thought it was already out here. You know what? I really like the trailers for Elemental, but I'm not hearing the best of things. So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. I probably won't catch that one at the cinema now. That'll probably be a wait till Disney Plus for me. It was like The Little Mermaid. I wasn't that fussed about seeing The Little Mermaid anyway. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm decided. Yeah, just gonna wait for Disney Plus on that one. Um, have you got any pre-orders in terms of physical media or games? At the minute, the only thing I have pre-ordered, I've got Avatar, the first one on 4K, which is the 10th. Is that next Monday? Maybe the Monday after. I can't remember. Where are we at in the month? That is this Monday coming now, isn't it? This time next week. What else was there? What else? I pre-ordered that new Psycho box set from Arrow Video because that looks gorgeous, and I love the first Psycho. I thought two was pretty good as well. Um, I'm guessing three and four at some point these films are going to go downhill, right? But I'm excited to watch them. That's it. That's it. That's all I got on pre-order at the minute, I think. I do need to pre-order the new Spider-Man game though. Hello, Sam. How are you doing, mate? Good to have you here. I've got Scream 6 and Super Mario Brothers film on 4K pre-order. Very, very nice. I'm waiting. I don't know what to do about Scream. I'd like to. I have one through three in a lovely set here, just the standard Blu-ray. I'd like to get a 4K box set with all of them in. But it's like, how many of these are they gonna do? Because I don't like having a set and then like an extra couple on the end. I like waiting till it's all done. And plus they just don't want to do a 4K set, do they? They just want to do like a standard Blu-ray set of the 6 films. And the cover was really kind of naff. So yeah. James, I pulled a muscle in my chest too, but it's because I was playing basketball. Fair enough. That's a good excuse. I don't even know how I done mine. But it hurts. I hope you get better soon. What's your favorite 4K movie ever you've watched? I'd say visually it's probably Blade Runner 2049 or Mad Max Fury Road springs to mind, or the newer Planet of the Apes movies were really surprising. And I don't think people talk about those 4K transfers enough because they're also excellent. What is your favorite physical media release of the year so far? Oh, that's a good question. I got to try and think of what's actually come out so far. Maybe the Pirates of the Caribbean set. I really like that. Or no, the Three Colors trilogy was a really beautiful box set. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's my favorite, but I think Pirates, and I'm looking at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Second Sight box set. Those two are good runners up, I think. What games have you been playing, James? I'm currently going through Final Fantasy 16. Ooh, I have not played that. Do you know what? I've been in a really big PlayStation mood the last few weeks. I finished my third season of F1. What else have I played? I've platinum Spider-Man, and now I'm going for the other couple trophies I'm missing. I've been playing Anno 1800, which is a really good park builder game. What is there another game I've been playing? I swear there's another one on my PS5 I've been playing. But now of course I've got Death Stranding, which I'm really, I done about 3 hours yesterday, and I had a good. I've enjoyed it so far. There's not much gameplay at the minute. I feel like I've just watched a really long movie. There's so many cutscenes. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. I just watched Andrea. I can't even pronounce that. From Tarkovsky. Yes. Really good film, James. Not one of my favorite films of his. Still a fantastic watch. I've seen all his 7 films now. Well done. I've seen that you can get most of his films now on the Criterion, and you can just get them in the UK. I think there's maybe one that I might have to import. But yeah, I've seen 3 films of his so far now. Stalker, still my favorite film of his. Great, great movie. But yeah, that man does some incredible stuff, especially with his sound mixing. Never really heard anyone, um, sound mix a movie quite like him. It's very unique. Very cool. What's your gaming channel called? I do not have a gaming channel, but um, um, there's a comment that's just come up to that person. I'm just gonna no, I don't know how to remove this comment. It's saying remove comment and ban user. I just want to remove this comment because it is a spoiler. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take that comment off just because it is a spoiler towards Indiana Jones. It's still a new film. I know it wasn't. I know you didn't mean it as a big spoiler there, but I'm gonna take that one down. Sorry, mate. But that's very cool though. I saw it. Thank you. Um, I don't have a gaming channel, but I have streamed a couple games live here. So if you go onto my channel page and if you go over to my live streams, you can see a couple. I think I've streamed 3 games now. I've done Stars Battlefront, Hogwarts, and F1. Oh, and Spider Man. Spider Man. Mr. Jamie Powers here. Hello, mate. It's been a while. We're due a catch up, my friend. How have you been? Um, do you know when the Flash season 9 is released on Blu-ray? I forgot. I do not know, my friend. I do not do the CW shows. The only one that I have Gotham up there because I watched 4 seasons of Gotham. So yeah, there's only one to go. I don't know why I didn't watch 5. I think I did get a bit fed up of it near the end, but I did. My parents got it for me for Christmas one year, and it's a nice set, and I enjoyed a few story arcs in there, so yeah. But I'm not that fast about picking up the others because I did watch 3 seasons of The Flash, I think 5 of Arrow, 2 of Supergirl, 2 of Legends. So I did watch a few back in the day when it started airing, but yeah, not really one of my favorite things. Um, Still want to get Avatar 2 on 4K and possibly get a 3D. Yeah, I mean I have a 3D TV downstairs still, but yeah, I just never use it to be honest. Um, I don't know. I feel the 3D gimmick has well and truly kind of worn off for me now. Um, yeah. So yeah, I thought I'm gonna get the 4K. I much prefer that to 3D. Um, what's your most anticipated album? Of this year left, I don't know. I don't even know if I've got an album on pre-order now. It would have been Noel Gallagher's, but of course that has now been and gone. And it was a pretty good album, to be fair. Very much enjoyed it. Left of the year, I don't know because I don't honestly think I've got anything on pre-order. Going to see Paolo Nutini on the weekend though. If anyone likes Paolo Nutini, I'm very excited for that. Going all the way to Brighton, to see him. Um, I'm going through Wes Anderson's filmography. I've watched Grand Budapest Hotel, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and The Life Aquatic. Uh, what or which of his films do you recommend? Well, to be honest, you've watched my top 3 there. But my next favorite is probably Moonrise Kingdom. I really love that film. Maybe Royal Tenenbaums would be the next pick. Yeah, but you've watched my favorite 3 there from him. I love all 3 of those films so much, especially Grand Budapest for me is it probably my top 20 films ever. I just adore that movie. And Fantastic Mr. Fox is the one that introduced me to Wes Anderson. Um, and it's such an easy watch as well. It's very just you switch off a bit. It's very friendly movie, if that makes sense. I don't know. Um, but yeah, it's a good film. Very, very much worth the watch. Um, have you ever wanted to make a movie of your choice? Um, well, making movies is an art, and unfortunately, something which I never feel like I never studied. Well, I did media studies at sixth form, but I feel like to really get into making films, I think it's always a good idea to go to uni and to pursue it, which I never did. I went straight into after my time at sixth form. I had 2 jobs, and then I finally got this one. And finding the time to make a movie would just be near impossible for me now. Um, but you never know. Who knows? Maybe one day. I tend to doubt it, but it's a cool thought. Um, Also, which of his films do you think is most rewatchable? Wes Anderson. For me, it probably is Fantastic Mr. Fox. You know, even though like Grand Budapest Hotel, say it's in my top 20 films ever, and I adore it. It is probably like this far behind. But I feel like Fantastic Mr. Fox is just easy to watch. But yeah, great film. Oh, and Sam's recommended the exact same two I did. Moonrise Kingdom and Royal Tenenbaums. I believe Moonrise Kingdom went up for Best Picture. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty sure it went up for Best Picture. I know it got nominated for a few awards. Because during that period where Wes Anderson was just on fire with Moonrise Kingdom, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Grand Budapest Hotel. Unfortunately, I feel like he slipped a little bit again here. I thought Isles of Dogs was okay. French Dispatch was good, but not super rewatchable. And I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about Asteroid City. I can't wait to watch it again, just to try and, you know, um, I don't know. It's one of those movies where I know I need to give it a couple watches, so I need to go back to. I'm looking forward to rewatching it. I know there's a limited edition box set version of the movie coming out, so I'll probably pick that up. For me, the most rewatchable Wes Anderson film is Grand Budapest Hotel, my top 25 films of all time. Fair enough, mate. We're not too far off there on that one. Even though you weren't a big fan of the 2019 Lion King, don't you think Baby Simba at the start looked cute? But yeah, I mean, all the lions look cute. Until they're probably trying to rip your head off. But yeah, the film's still pretty bad though. Presumably you will get Guardians 3 on 4K as you're a completionist, like me when it comes to Marvel. I love the film. Uh, I love that film. Solid 10 out of 10. It was like pre MCU in all honesty for me. So you mean like maybe like Sam Raimi's Spider Man type stuff? But yeah, no, that's fair enough. I think I gave it an 8. I very much enjoyed the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Thought it was incredibly solid. Um, yeah, I'll get it on 4K day one, definitely, to go in my MCU collection. I'll also be making myself a nice little copy of Secret Invasion because, I like to have them all. Um, so, yeah, no, I'll be getting it as well. Um, best and favorite movie of Phase 5. Phase 5, okay. Well, best is Guardians, and best and favorite. I'm guessing you mean best and worst. And worst is definitely Quantum Mania. I mean, there's only two films that we got in a minute. So, but yeah, I think Quantum Mania will remain worst, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. I didn't rate the Marvels trailer much, so we'll see. I saw the Flash, and oh my god, the emotional but absolute worth the watch. I'm going to pre-order it. Fair enough. I can't lie, I was not big on The Flash, but I will pre-order it because I have every DC film. Yeah. I hope we get a lovely 4K set of the original 5 Planet of the Apes films. Oh, pardon me, sorry. Also, are you getting the Rocky Creed 4K box set coming out in September? Yeah, a nice 4K set of the originals would be good, to be fair. Because I've got this beautiful set down here. I can actually get this one. But this beautiful set here, the new 3, and it'd be cool to have the originals to sit with that. That would be a very lovely box set. I probably won't be getting the Rocky and Creed ones. I'd like to get the Rocky films all in 4K in a box set, but for some reason I decided to do the box set of just the first 4 movies and not all 6. I don't know what possessed them to do that, but I have Creed all on 4K already, so I won't be getting that. What's your excitement level for getting that on 4K into your collection? I'm not sure which one you mean there, Marvelous. If you had to choose 3 4Ks out of all your collection that you like, what's your top 3? My top 3 4Ks visually, it would be Blade Runner, Mad Max Fury Road, and let's go War for the Planet of the Apes. Who else is sick of people saying, "Oh, Marvel should have ended after Endgame. Oh, Marvel sucks after Endgame." Because I am. Yeah, I completely agree with that. People say it should have ended after Endgame. Like, don't get me wrong, Phase 4 has been a mess, and there's been some bad stuff in there. I do agree. Number one, it was never going to end after Endgame because it became the most profitable franchise in such a short amount of time, the general audience was still flocking to see the films and they still loved it. Um, and we've got some good stuff still. We've still got some good stuff. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, people say that. I mean, look, fair enough. If you don't like anything since Endgame, that's fair enough. But it was never going to end after Endgame. What's been your favorite movie from last year, 2022? Mine has been Black Panther: Wakanda Forever and Avatar: The Way of Water. Mine was Everything Everywhere All at Once. Very easily. I have done a ranking video on my channel, and I say there are ranking videos on my rankings on my letterboxd as well. um, where are we at? What are your thoughts on season 6 of Black Mirror? I thought it was mostly crap. um, I liked this one's a bit controversial. I actually liked episode 1. I know that there's some people that really didn't like episode 1. I didn't love it. I didn't think it was brilliant by any means, but I enjoyed it. I thought episode 3 was quite good. The one with Aaron, is it Aaron Paul, the guy from Breaking Bad? And I also quite enjoyed the third episode. Not the third, that was the third one, sorry. The fifth episode. I thought episode 2 was kind of forgettable, and I thought episode 4 was, yeah, that one I can agree was pretty crap. But it was a disappointing season. I don't know what it is about Black Mirror because I didn't love season 5 either. But yeah, Black Mirror, I don't know. It's a strange one at the minute. I don't know if it's lost its way a bit. But we'll see. We'll see. Watch Vacation on 4K today. One of the best transfers I've seen. Looks amazing. Very nice. Very nice to hear. I don't know whether to pick up that set. Is it like hardback card or is it like that cheap card? Like the box set one, the limited one. I wouldn't mind picking that up because I'm a bit of a sucker for my limited edition box sets, especially when they put nice effort into them, give them nice thick card and that's why I didn't pick up the John Wick one, as petty as that sounds. I use that cheap card. You have to unflap the top. I was like, nah, it just looks so cheap. I don't want to buy that. That's why I cancelled the Walking Dead box set, which came out today. I saw some pictures of it in one of the Facebook groups, and the box set looked so cheap. And I was like, no, I'm not paying £110 for that. So I cancelled that as well. What's your favourite movie of 2023? Mine would have to be Scream 6, Guardians 3, or the Super Mario Brothers. For me, it's Spider-Verse. What a fantastic movie. Also, Tarkovsky's other 2 films, Nostalgia and The Sacrifice, on Artificial Eye Blu-ray as well. Yes, I've seen them. I think I've got them on my wish list on Amazon. I do intend to pick them up at some point. There's another one on Criterion I think I'm missing, and there's one I got to import. Is that right? Something like that. I know that I can. They're actually available. I can get them. But yeah. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? How long did it take for you to build your collection? First Blu-ray I bought myself because I got what did I get with my PlayStation? I got The Dark Knight and X-Men Origins Wolverine with my PlayStation. They were my first Blu-rays. And then my first Blu-ray I bought was Avengers Assemble on release day. So I've been collecting Blu-rays really since 2012. So, yeah. Yeah, so I've been collecting since 2012, and the collection's changed so much. If you go back to my Blu-ray collection video on my old YouTube channel, you'll see there were so many like crap American comedy films in here and stuff. But I'm really happy with the collection now. There's a like I want to say like 90 to 95% of the films behind me I truly love. There's a couple duds in here that I've got for the collection, like in box sets. But I really do love most of the movies in this room now. And it's always fun to keep building on your collection. It's fun. It's our hobby, isn't it? What films weaken on rewatch and which films improved on rewatch? Well, improved for me is an easy one because I remember walking out the cinema for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood being very disappointed. And I've watched it like 5 times now and I love it. It grew on me so much with each rewatch. I now kind of just love films about films being made. That's why I loved like Babylon as well, stuff like that. I really love that kind of stuff. Um, Films that have got weaker though, that's a bit more of a struggle. Maybe The Last Jedi. I really loved that film when I come out of cinema. I remember just being like, I remember just having my mind blown with like Snoke's death, Luke's death, everything that happened in that movie. And I very much come to realize, mostly because of the Rise of Skywalker and how bad that one was. I come to realize that, oh yeah, the one before weren't that great either. Don't get me wrong. I think The Last Jedi is a million times better than the Rise of Skywalker, but I feel like it cracks my biasness for Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. And whereas once upon a time I loved The Last Jedi, I definitely don't anymore. Maybe that one off the top of my head. I could probably give you a better answer if I had time to think about it. Um, James, I'm wondering if you can relate. Does it frustrate you when people don't understand our love for movies, physical media? Um, no, no. To be honest, it doesn't because I've got I'm a very sociable person. I'm still like I've just done this pub golfing on a weekend with like 15 of my mates. I'm very lucky to have a big group of friends, and I understand that for them it's just streaming services are just so much easier. I look, don't get me wrong, I love physical media. I will if I love a film so much, I'll always go buy the Blu-ray and support it more. But I get that for other people, not everyone thinks like that. Some people, they got it available on streaming. That's good enough for them, and that's what it comes down to. And when it comes to love for movies, not everyone does love movies. Um, some people would much rather sit there and just watch sports all day, and that's fair enough. Yeah, people do them. It's I don't judge. I don't judge. Um, but yeah, it's not for everyone. Obviously, physical media is not for everyone. It's struggling more than it ever has, I think. Um, what's your thoughts on Velvet Underground? I used to have that album. It's probably in my loft now. It was a little bit too progressive for me, I think, but I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. Streaming quality on Netflix Prime is trash, especially for people with a home theater setup. Well, I wouldn't say it's trash by any means. Obviously you lose a bit of quality when you stream. I've noticed. But if I have the 4K, I'll always pop the 4K on over. But I don't know. I use streaming as well. I can't lie. I use streaming. Even with all of this, there are some films where it's like, yeah, I'm probably not going to pick that up, so I'll just whack it on Netflix. And obviously, there's shows and things I love, um, like The Mandalorian, the Star Wars shows, and the Marvel shows, and all of that stuff that they just go on to Disney Plus. We're never going to get proper physical copies of them, probably. So yeah, I use streaming. I don't mind admitting it. I know this is my passion. I love all of this a lot more. Don't get me wrong, but I still use streaming. I still take advantage of it. Watched Rocket Man today, but wasn't really a fan of it. However, yesterday I watched 1917, and what a movie! Well, first off, it's a shame you didn't like Rocket Man, because I really did quite enjoy that film. 1917 is fantastic, though. You're right, that is a tremendous movie. Really, really incredible stuff. I do have a lovely copy of it. Oh, it's right here. Look at that, it's handy. This was like a HMV limited one, although I sort of wish I hadn't have bothered with this one because I've come to really dislike the cover and like look at the back, look at how appealing that is. So yeah, but anyway, it's nice to have. It's cool copy, and it matches my Dunkirk one actually. Another war film, obviously different war, but that's also like a book digi format, so they're together there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I actually haven't seen Dunkirk so long. I keep meaning to rewatch that one. Also on the subject of war films, Zulu with Michael Caine is great. I know I need to watch that. I think it's on Prime. So yeah, I need to give that a watch. Because I don't own it. I don't own it. Not yet anyway. Again, if I watch it on Prime and I absolutely fall in love with it, I will definitely pick it up. We got another James here. Hello, James. I love your videos. Thank you so much, mate. It means a lot. Wondering if you'd make a letterbox listing your top 100 favorite movies or something like that. Do you know what? I would actually like to do something like that, but I would struggle to think up. I mean, I know you can make it easy on that box. You can list like your highest rated films, and then you could just go through your 100 highest rated ones. But I think I'd really struggle. I think I might finally break. 'Cause people keep asking me to do this and make like an Arrow video ranking of every Arrow video movie I've seen. Maybe a Criterion one as well. I might do a list like that soon. But we'll see. We'll see. I might do that. I might do that at some point. Reasons why you dislike Madagascar 2 and 3. I thought Madagascar 2 was boring, and I thought Madagascar 3 was just terrible in every way. The charm of the first one's gone. Jake Talks Movies. Hello, mate. I watched your comeback video. Very good to see you back on YouTube, bud. Been loving the content. Will you be pre-ordering Asteroid City? Yes, yes. I've got the I think it's limited edition. I don't know. There's a box set one coming out with some art cards, and it looks like the box is going to be like thick card, and it looks all nice. So yeah, I'll probably pick that up and put it up there with all my other nice box sets. Look at that. That top shelf look brilliant. I love that. I'm really a huge fan of those Arrow video sets they've been doing. Where we at? Where we at? Here we are. Every character's emotion in The Lion King. Yeah, you know, I don't want to get into The Lion King. The original's an absolutely brilliant movie. The new one isn't. Flash season 9 out tomorrow. There we go. Samuel, hello, mate. You're not that late. I mean, we got 45 minutes or so still to go here, unless we blitz through the comments and people get bored of watching me. What's the best Planet of the Apes from Rise to War? Probably War. Probably War, yeah. But I love all three, to be honest. I think it's a really fantastic trilogy. I'm a huge fan of the original Planet of the Apes. And I didn't think they'd be able to top it, but I do think the new trilogy is better. I like the second Planet of the Apes film as well from the originals. 3, 4, and 5. And the Mark Wahlberg one sucks. What's your favorite film of this year so far? Mine's Across the Spider-Verse. Saw it 9 times. Wow. Yeah, mine's also Across the Spider-Verse. I've only seen it the once though. There's just been so many films to see at the cinema lately. When I get the opportunity to go, we're just always seeing something new. I think gonna go see that Jennifer Lawrence one this week. She's got a new comedy out, isn't she? So yeah, I think we're gonna try and see that one this week. I saw The Flash. The one thing I liked most was Michael Keaton. He was incredible. He is still is Batman. Fair enough, mate. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really rate Keaton in it much. He seemed like he was good, but he seemed a bit pointless being there, to be honest. He didn't really bring loads to the table in the movie. And it was just the wrong cameo for that movie. It's a Flash movie. Why are we sacrificing screen time to Batman? Yeah, we've had loads of Batman films. This is a Flash film. Give the Flash fans their Flash film. So yeah, I don't know. Even though I love this might annoy some people. I love Ben Affleck's Batman. Don't get me wrong, he won in the best movies, but I think Ben Affleck is such a good cast for that role. And it was great to see him in the movie again. But then again, he wasn't in the movie that much, so I don't feel like he actually took that much time away from Flash, whereas like Supergirl and Batman, Keaton's Batman did. I don't know. It's a mess of a movie, isn't it? Got a great collection, no doubt. Thank you so much. Love the background. Thank you. Yeah, well, hey, this background didn't come cheap. Would love to be on another one of the live streams if possible. Been a while since we've spoke. Yeah, man. Well, hey, you know, I think I'm gearing up for organizing my next set of guests soon for the back half of this year. I think I'm only going to go to 10 streams this year. But, I always say if you've got a YouTube channel, you're more than welcome to come on. But yeah, I do only do YouTubers on here. It's like you, mate. I preferred Avatar 2 over the first one. Yeah, I don't think there's much in it, to be fair. But I just loved all the water stuff. It was so cool. Uh, Black Mirror season 6, Aaron Paul and Swinger Killers were the best. Oh, I can't remember the names already, to be honest. I think Aaron Paul's one was Beyond the Sea, weren't it? I'm not sure. It was Swinger Killers. I'm guessing that was the last episode, which I did really like. What do you prefer, James? Into the Spider Verse or Across the Spider Verse? Mine is easily across. Yeah, mine's also across, but I wouldn't say easily. Into the Spider Verse was my favorite comic book movie of all time, and then Across has just nudged its way above, which I did not expect to happen at all. Have you ever seen Cowboys versus Aliens? Rewatched it the other day and actually quite decent, and the cast is stacked. Has Paul Dano, Harrison Ford, Daniel Craig, Sam Rockwell. It's a decent little film. Yes, I have seen it, and I've got it on Blu-ray. I think it's in the hallway though. It's not here. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like it much when I first saw it, but it was one of the first Blu-rays in my collection. I honestly reckon I saw it in like 2013, 2014. So it has been that long. But it has been about 10 years probably. So yeah, I definitely need to give it another watch. But yeah, fair enough to you for enjoying it more. The title of the stream, Movie Bug, tools for teenagers, movies plays. Oh, stream. To be fair, I don't. I was hoping AJ might turn up. I don't know. He hasn't messaged me. Obviously, I hope nothing bad's happened to him. That's the main thing. I hope he's okay. But yeah, I'll change it to solo. I'll change all that tomorrow or something. And maybe AJ might want to come on in one of the future ones. I don't know. I'll see what he says when I next speak to him. Maybe The Force Awakens, because I loved that when it came out. And after watching it, knowing where it goes, it's harder to watch personally. Yeah, I feel exactly the same with the sequel trilogy. Knowing where we get to in that last movie, it does make it harder to watch episode 7 and 8 as well. It's a real shame. It really is. But yeah, anyway, hey, Disney messed it up. Hey, what can we say? When you watch Game of Thrones, do you watch every season but season 8? You know what? I haven't. No, I am. This is hard to explain. No, it's not hard to explain. I'm just being an idiot. I am currently rewatching all of Game of Thrones, but I do like a season every few months or so. Like I just kind of do it in between other things. I'm done the first 4 seasons, and it'll be the first time I'm rewatching it all since season 8. So I've only seen season 8 the once when it aired. I disliked it so much that yeah, I'm not, it's going to be interesting on rewatch. Physical media is more superior, especially at Ultra HD 4K. Is a compressed image stream service. Yeah, no, you're right. It is a superior way to watch stuff in terms of the quality. But I get why someone wouldn't want to spend £25 on a movie when they have a streaming service. They just put it on free. Look, if I love a movie, I'm gonna go buy it. I'm gonna go buy a nice edition of it, special edition, blah blah blah. I'm very much in that camp. But I get why people wouldn't want to do that when they've got it there for free. I get that. Can you name 5 movies you remember seeing in the cinema as a kid? I mean, I saw a lot of things in the cinema as a kid. One of the most memorable for me is still Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, because I will always remember I didn't know movies could end on cliffhangers, which was kind of stupid because I love the original trilogy, and Empire Strikes Back is like the biggest cliffhanger of all time. But anyway, I didn't think films were allowed to do that I was seeing. Because as a kid, I just remember sitting there and it was like, is Jack actually dead? I was like, what? How are they going to resurrect him and end this movie? And some Barbosa walks down the stairs. I'm like, oh my god! And then the credits started rolling. I was like, oh my god! I was like, what the hell? They're not gonna. They can't end the movie like that. They're not allowed to do that with films. So that's probably honestly the most memorable movie I had as a kid. Like that film blew my mind. And it's a good film, to be fair. I still enjoy it very much to this day. Other films, I vaguely remember Revenge of the Sith, vaguely. I remember my grandparents taking me to see Up. That was a good one. Um, I don't know what else. I don't know what else. What other ones? Like I'm thinking really young. When I was really young, I don't know. I can't remember, but they're the three that stick out to me. Are you planning on doing a video on the Blu-rays in the cabinet outside your room? I think it would be good for people who want to send you sub mail to avoid doubles. Oh well, hey, to be honest, I never think like that sub mail and stuff. It's very kind when people do want to send stuff though. That's like Mr. Alex Hampton the other day. I was not expecting that. It always catches me off guard, and I never do these videos or anything like that for sub mail. Um, but yeah, no, I'll do the cabinet video one day. More so for people that are just interested in it, because I do get people who are interested in seeing what's out there. And most of the stuff that's out there are films that were in here, but I just don't love the movie. It's like things that I bought for like £2 in CEX, like cheap American comedy films. I find. Um, so yeah, they've gone out there. They're films that I bought, but I don't love. So yeah, these films have taken priority. Um, um, Appreciate that you like the video. Lots more to come. Very good, Jay. Very good to hear it, mate. Where am I at? I keep losing where I'm at here today. Uh, been 3 times in June. That's the most I think I have been to the cinema in 1 month. Crazy times to be a film fan. That's very cool. Yeah, some weeks me and my mates go like 4 times. It's rare. It's so annoying. The week that Barbie and Oppenheimer are out, I'm away in Hungary. So yeah, I'm gonna miss both of them on release week. So you won't be getting reviews for them, people. Not on YouTube anyway. You'll get them on Letterboxd. Um, so yeah, that's a bit of a shame. But hey ho, I'll see him when I get back. I'm actually very excited for Barbie. Oh god. Tips for growing and expanding your collection. I'm trying to get films I love cheap. But then I want to upgrade and get them in 4K or Arrow, but it's quite pricey at times. Yeah, do you know what? The best thing I'd say is there's never a rush, because if hang on, let me spin my chair. If you can see here, I've got this fin stand here, and then another fin stand here, which kind of bridge these two big cases together. I don't know if you can tell a bit wood there, bit wood there. Yeah, these are just two thin, tall stands. This is all I had in my room for like 4 years, like with Blu-rays in. Like it took me a long time to build all these shelves up. Um, you know, 11 years at the minute I've been collecting Blu-rays. So I think there's never any rush. If there's a film you love, I always say, or would say, if you're a collector, get the best copy of it for you. For me, I love these collection sets up here. So if for example, I had The Wolf of Wall Street on Blu-ray, and then Arrow Video brought out this lovely set just here, and I was like, I love that movie. I've got to upgrade it. So yeah, I think being patient is always good, unless they are limited. Then maybe go, okay, I'll get that one on release. But like, I don't necessarily think there's always a rush to go out and buy, every film on release date and stuff. I don't buy many new releases anymore. I always buy Marvel and DC because I have every Marvel and DC thing. I'd say Star Wars as well, but Star Wars ain't doing movies at the minute. Um, Other than that, it's very rare I buy a new film. Like I'm gonna get Wes Anderson's Asteroid City. I bought Babylon a couple months ago because I loved this film. But yeah, let's say I don't really buy loads of films on release anymore like that. Those random ones. Um, like I won't be getting Mario. I mean, I might at some point, but not on release date. There's no way I'm buying Fast and Furious. Creed took me like 3 weeks to get Creed, the new Creed film. I did get it quite close to release date, but that's because I had an Amazon voucher. But I wasn't in no rush to get the new Creed film, even though I really liked it. So yeah, I think taking your time is always something. Don't financially cripple yourself is also a good bit of advice, because I used to do that when I was working at Tesco's. I used to get payday. and it was more records back then. When I collected records a lot, I used to blow it all. Um, so yeah, I very much try not to do that now. Um, after the Flash, I'm happy James Gunn is rebooting DCU. Yeah, I've been happy for a while now that um James Gunn's been rebooting it because it's just a fucking mess over there, and it's an actual disaster. Um, yeah, well, let's hope he can fix it though, because at the minute, I think the lack of interest in DC and superhero comic book movies in general, I don't know. There's a serious lack of interest in it now. Like the casual people that would always flock to see these Marvel films and things like Aquaman. I think they've lost those people, a lot of them. So we'll see. Um, have you seen the movie Buried? That rings a bell. Have I seen it? Let me just have a quick letterbox search on this one. I got a feeling I haven't, but I'm pretty sure I've heard of this. Buried. 2010. No, haven't seen this one. I've not seen that one, unfortunately. Ryan Reynolds. Maybe I'll have to add that one to the watch list. Where are we at? James, just a suggestion, but I would buy Scream 6 on 4K considering it's HMV. Yeah, because there was a Smile one as well that was like this, isn't it? I think this is the second film HMV are doing like this. They're cool, but I like the nice boxes, which you can see up there. There's a couple HMV ones there from the Cine Edition. The Lost Boys, Godzilla 300, The Northman, Almost Famous. But yeah, I like a bit more than just the art cards myself. Again, most collector sets. Yeah, that's another thing. That's another reason why I'd say, if you're going to get the collector sets, you do need to get them quite quick. But I'll say this. I found the Smile one in CEX Exeter last week for like £10. Yeah, I just didn't like the movie much. That's why I didn't bother to pick it up. I was like, you know what? I didn't really care for Smile. I don't need to buy this and watch it again. Same as you, cancelled my pre-order for The Walking Dead set and pre-ordered Asteroid City Limited Edition and the Psycho 4K set. Wow, yeah, snap, all of them. The thing with The Walking Dead set though, I didn't buy season 10 of The Walking Dead either because I think after series 9 of The Walking Dead, they announced it was ending on series 11. I was like, okay, I won't buy series 10 then. I'll wait till a complete set comes out. Sort of complete set, looked dog shit, and I was like, great. So I actually bought last night season 10 of The Walking Dead on eBay with a slip for like £11. I was like, yeah, sure, there we go. That's season 10 done. And I'll get season 11 when it gets a bit cheaper. Again, not in a huge rush. Although maybe someone can let me know here. I know there's a limited edition version of series 11 that's come out. I think it just comes with the same book that you get with the box set. Is it nice? Is it a lot bigger than a standard Blu-ray? Like, how does it look on the shelf? Maybe someone could message me after the stream about it because I'm curious about that limited edition set for just series 11. If you had to pick the worst Marvel movie and DC movie to do a second one, I'm gonna say Marvel. I'm just gonna do MCU. The worst one for me is still probably Captain Marvel. But I will be rewatching it before the new one later this year. And the worst film in the DCEU, if you count the Joss Whedon Justice League, because I don't know what's canon anymore between that and the Zack one. Like it matters. That, if you don't count that, I don't know. There's quite a few that are jumping out to me. There's the first Suicide Squad. There's Wonder Woman 1984. It might be Wonder Woman 1984, I think. Yep, I'm going to go Wonder Woman 1984 because I think that Suicide Squad is probably a worse made movie, but it has more fun moments to it. Wonder Woman 84 is painful, as was The Flash. Favorite and least favorite Mark Wahlberg film? Oh, well, least favorite is Transformers Last Night. That film was terrible. Favorite, maybe The Departed off the top of my head. yeah, again, I might be able to think of a better one later. I've had time to think about it, but yeah, Transformers definitely the worst. Um, have you been watching Secret Invasion? It's brilliant. I have. See, I think it's just been okay so far. I don't know. I like it. I like it. It's got a serious tone, a serious approach. It's a breath of fresh air after the She-Hulk and Miss Marvel show. But it still has yet to do anything that really grips me. Like, I'm a bit sick of Marvel and studio execs coming out saying, "Yeah, this is going to be the next Winter Soldier," because they said the exact same thing about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and it's like I don't know if they just can't capture that in the shows because for me, it ain't working. But I am liking it. It is good, but I'm just waiting for it to really grab me. Um, and also Evil Dead Rise on my rewatch reviews have changed. Fair enough. I really liked Evil Dead Rise. Um, I don't know if I'll pick it up. Probably not. Maybe if they do a lovely box set with every Evil Dead movie in, eventually, I'll pick it up. Um, The Flash has rocky CGI amongst other outrageous things. Had a decision they run for in the film. Yeah, the CGI had some really bad moments in The Flash, no doubt. James, are you getting the Enter the Arrow video store set? I'm not. I've seen this. This is the big purple thingy, isn't it? I've seen quite a few people posting it this week. Um, yeah, no, I'm not getting. I mean, I don't know anything about the movies in it, to be honest. I haven't really looked into it. I keep looking at that Bruce Lee set that's come out today, but it's like 120 quid, and it's like I just can't do it. I just can't. As much as I'd like that set, I think it come out today anyway. I don't really know enough about the films in there, and it's a lot of money to take a risk on. Saying that, I've done that before. The Battle Royale box set was like 50, 60 quid up here. Never seen that before. My parents very kindly got me this for Christmas, but they did say, "What do you want?" And I sent them some money for it though, because it's a big box set. But the Clint Eastwood set, I'd only seen one film in that Clint Eastwood set before I got it, so that was a pretty big risk. Are you going to either Comic Cons this year? Yes, I'm not going to the one in July. It's this weekend, isn't it? I think because I'm in Brighton seeing Paolo Nutini. But I think I'm going to the one later this year. Um, it's September, isn't it? I think I'm going to the September one. Yeah, September. It's August or September, isn't it? I'm going to one of them. I know that. I'm not sure how much you are into Lego, and I'm not as much as I used to be. But I need the new Lego Rivendell set purely for display purposes, and how much I love Lord of the Rings. Oh, Riverdale. I thought you said I read that wrong. I thought Rivendell, like the show. I was a bit like they made a Lego on that. Um, um, yeah, I'm not really into my Lego. But the Lego stuff looks really, really cool. To be fair, some people's displays are incredible. I've always wanted to get the Republic Renator, um, the cruiser ships that the Republic had in the Clone Wars. They look amazing in Lego. You can only watch the films Denis Villeneuve or Christopher Nolan in the future. Who are you choosing? Nolan at the minute, but I think Dennis could definitely get there. I really do. I do like a lot of Nolan's films, but he does a lot of films he does a lot of things which irritate me in some of his films as well, especially the more recent ones. Do you think you'll buy the new Psycho box set on Arrow? I have already got the 4K of the first Psycho in the Alfred Hitchcock Collection 1, but think I'll still pull the trigger. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the 4K as well because again, I've got the first one I've got the Alfred Hitchcock box set as well, but just the Blu-ray. It's there. And it's such an incredible film. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. And I have the second one oh, right here on Blu-ray as well. And I quite like the second film, it surprised me. I thought it was going to be awful, and it was actually okay. Never seen 3 or 4, but I really, the first one's one of my favorite films ever, and the second one's pretty damn good as well. So, yeah, I'm going to grab it. It looks like a nice set. Thank you, Danny. I hope you're good. Like your video. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you for the support as always. What's your favorite performance from Jake Gyllenhaal? Mine's probably De- Detective Loki from Prisoners. Oh, okay. Is that his name in that? I thought it looked like you meant like he was a variant of Loki or something. I was like, no, he wasn't. Was he? Um, yeah, that's fair. Prisoners is a great shout for Jake Gyllenhaal. Nightcrawler is also, I think, a pretty good shout. But I actually think I might be with you on Prisoners. Um, to be honest, he's got some fantastic performances. Um, yeah, lately he seems to be doing like he done the Michael Bay thing, and he done a couple Netflix films. Yeah, I don't know. He seems to now be doing a lot more like random stuff as well. He done that Disney animated film, which weren't great. Um, but I do love Jay Gyllenhaal. Um, so have you watched every Marvel film and TV show? And same with DC. I've watched every MCU thing, and I watched everything in the DCEU. Like, well, the only show there is Peacemaker, isn't it? Yeah, but I haven't watched every Marvel film or every DC film. There's a few I still need to watch. Have you seen the Swedish version of A Girl with a Dragon Tattoo? I have not. I have not. I've heard it's pretty good though. What are the bad and good seasons of Walking Dead? Oh man, I tell you, I used to watch The Walking Dead like it was a religion when I was younger. Season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are good. 6 is okay. 7's okay. 8's bad. 9 was good, I think. I liked the episodes with Rick in, and I thought the Whisperer stuff was cool. 10 was meh. 7 started really well. I thought, oh man, they're gonna try and go out with a bang, and then it went back to meh. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's my take on The Walking Dead. If I was to ever rewatch The Walking Dead, I'd just stop when they get to Alexandria, the safe place at the end of season 5. James, I'm looking to pull the trigger on the Psycho Collection Arrow set, but would you know if the standard Blu-rays are also in the 4K discs? I'm going to say they're probably not going to be. Arrow, I've got a few sets from Arrow recently, like Boyhood on 4K, where they haven't included the Blu-ray. So yeah, I'm gonna say probably not, but I don't know for sure. Have you seen the TV show The Tudors? I recommend the series if you like Game of Thrones. Do you know what? I feel like I did watch a season of this or something when it came out, but I don't know for sure. Definitely remember it being promoted though. It was BBC, wasn't it? Was it? I could have got that so wrong. Um, Best DCU project for me isn't a movie, it's Peacemaker the series. It's a fair pick. Best movie in the DCEU would be The Suicide Squad, not the 2016 one. Yep, I agree with that. That is my favorite film in the DCEU as well. 5 bad animated movies you have a soft spot for. Oh god, that's a hard question. Um, Shrek 3. I know it's not very good, but I just like Shrek. Um, Hang on, let me swivel my chair here and have a look at me. I'm gonna go to Pixar. um, I didn't mind Lightyear. I know it was very disappointing and it should have been a lot better. I didn't mind it. I'm struggling now. Struggling. Let's see, Brave. I didn't think was that bad. Um, oh, I don't know. I think maybe I'll just stick with those. I don't really know off the top of my head any of the others. Because I feel like every other animated film I'm going to say people actually like. Are there any films you'd love to see in 4K that have no current plans to be released? Love to see Dangerous Minds with Michelle Pfeiffer. Oh, that's not a bad pick. I actually, I'd actually like to see Titanic. We were speaking about James Cameron earlier and how great the Avatar films are going to look. I'm sure. I'm waiting until the first one comes out in 4K. I'm going to watch them both together. The Titanic is visually. I just love all of the shots of the ship when it's sailing out to sea. All the model work is fantastic, and I reckon that would look tremendous in 4K. Yeah, maybe that one for now. I don't know. I'm trying to look around for some inspiration here. See if there's another film I have on Blu-ray which needs to go to 4K. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think maybe. Do you know what? It's a weird pick, but it's just caught my eye. There's a film on the Arrow video range called Climax, which has some of the coolest neon shots I've ever seen in a movie. A 4K of that would be interesting. I'm going to do the November one. Definitely meeting Palpatine. Oh, it's November, is it? Yeah, I met Palpatine in McDermott. He's a really lovely guy. Yeah, very, very cool. Although I met him right after The Rise of Skywalker come out, like literally it'd been out a month. And yeah, I remember saying to him, like, oh man, I was like, I grew up on the prequels. I was like, it's so cool to me. You like Revenge of the Sith is like one of my favorite movies ever. And he said, oh good, he's good. What did you think of the new one? And I was like, oh dear. I was like, oh, I loved it, loved it. I can't tell him that I hated it. Have you heard anything else about Dolph Lundgren yet, mate? Because the last thing I heard, he was still in hospital. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't heard anything myself. Hopefully he's okay though. The collector in me is screaming to get that Psycho set. Get it? I think it's going to be a really good set, that one. Loving the Arrow collection sets. Garage. I didn't get that one. The Ring trilogy, House collection, Hellraiser collection. Yeah, I mean, I like the individual movie ones, which are up. I've got them up here. You can up here. There they are. I've got Wolf of Wall Street, Boyhood, True Romance, The Last Emperor, Robin Hood, Dune, RoboCop, The Thing, American Werewolf in London, Tremors, Candyman, and The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse is just over here, though. It comes down. No, it was this hand. It comes down over here. It comes down onto the next row. I still need to watch that. I bought the lovely 4K set of that. I've seen the movie, but I need to watch the 4K, see what it transfers like. I'm expecting it to be very good. I like my Robert Eggers movies. I know this is a controversial opinion for this channel, but I can't get on with the Wes Anderson. I've watched Grand Budapest, and I recognise the art, but I just can't get into his style. That's completely fair, mate. You know, we've me and a few of my friends have been to see a few Wes Anderson films since Grand Budapest. That's the one which got me hooked on his films, and I then forced his films on some of my other friends. So I've only seen Isle of Dogs, French Dispatch, and Asteroid City in cinema from him. And to be honest, they have been some of his weaker ones, in my opinion. And a lot of my friends who have gone to the cinema with me to see them have said the same thing. Like, it's not for them. So I completely get that. I think it's completely fair. He is a very acquired taste. So yeah, no, I get it. That I completely get that. In terms of quality, is Dial Destiny closer to Crystal Skull or closer to the original three? Closer to Crystal Skull. But I liked Crystal Skull. As I say, I think that film's fine. I think the reason it gets shat on so much is because the other three are so good. They're like, you know, the 1 and 3 for me are like 9 out of 10s. Temple of Doom ain't far behind either, to be honest. I really like that film. I'm a big defender of it when people start slagging it off. And then Crystal Skull's like here. It's still good, but it's not up here with the others. But yeah, I don't know. Dial of Destiny. I had fun with it. I had fun with it. It didn't blow me away by any means. Was it disappointing? Yeah, I wanted it to be on the level of the first three, but I had fun with it. Thought it was a good film. Favorite and least favorite Simon Pegg film. Favorite Hot Fuzz, very closely followed by Shaun of the Dead. They're the two classics. Least favorite. God, I'm trying to think of what he's been in that I didn't like. I liked all his Star Trek films. I like The World's End as well. I liked Paul. Maybe it is Paul at the minute. Paul would probably be the bottom of that pile, but I still liked it. I liked Run Fat Boy Run. I thought that was a good movie. Oh, I saw the one. Anything Everywhere or something like that. It's the one where he could like do anything. I know, like some aliens in it. I can't even remember. I saw that. That weren't great. I saw How to Lose Friends and Alienate People as well. That also weren't great. Yeah, I'm trying to figure what else I've seen with him in. Struggling. But I've definitely seen a few other things with him in. But yeah. Have you heard of the 2023 film How to Blow Up an Airplane? It's great. I have not. I've not heard of that one. But maybe I'll have to add that to the watch list. There's a few films on my watch list right now for this year still. As of right now, who would you say is the most useless character in the Fast and Furious franchise? It's got to be all of them, hasn't it? I don't know. I done like a rewatch of all the Fast and Furious films in preparation for the new one. I know what you're saying. Why? Why have you done that? Honestly, I couldn't remember a thing about any of them. So it was sort of like watching a lot of them for the first time. And by the time we got to Fast X, I was so done with the franchise anyway, but I thought Fast X was actually kind of bad. Um, I just don't like the character of Dom. I don't like Vin Diesel in that role. Like the first film he's in, the first ever Fast and Furious film, he's good in it. I like Dom. And I think he's okay when he comes back in 4 and 5. And then his character just gets really stale, really boring. He just talks like this all the time. This is like the worst impression ever, by the way. But it's such an uninteresting character. There's barely any emotion to him. Yeah, but I really just don't like Dom. um, the Tutors has Natalie Dormer in it, who played Marjorie Tyrell in Game of Thrones. You're correct. I have seen a season of this because I remember her being in it. And I think they aired similar times as well. And it was like, this is weird. She's in like 2 medieval type shows here. Right, we're going to go for about 10 more minutes, people. I'm going to end a little bit early because I haven't had dinner. And I've got to get up early tomorrow. So I want to have some food. And then I'm going to go to sleep. I say that. I'll probably watch a movie, actually. But I want to chill in bed. And this is coming from someone who enjoyed black and white samurai films from the 50s. So if you can watch, so wait, if I can watch that, you think, right, yeah, with the Wes Anderson. Oh, I've actually nearly caught up with the comments here. I haven't skipped a load, have I? No, I haven't. I have nearly caught up with the comments. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. You know, there are things I don't know. There are things that I think people would expect me to like as well. I do want to go back and watch this film and give it another go because I think I might enjoy it more now. But like Midsummer, I think was one that people thought I'd like. So I like art house films. I like all that sort of stuff. Really couldn't get on with Midsummer. But I will give that film another watch. I think I'd actually like Midsummer now. I think when I watched it, it's before I'd learnt to appreciate those type of movies. So yeah, we'll see. Have you ever seen the 2007 epic, The Assassination of Jesse James, by the coward Robert Ford, with Brad Pitt and Casey Affleck? I haven't even heard of that one, to be honest. But maybe one to put on the list. I'm just going to bring this one up quickly. Hello, Slayer Reviews. Hey, mate. How you doing? Good to have you here. The 4K I'm most excited for is The Hitcher being released in Second Sight. Oh, I have actually pre-ordered a Second Sight box set. We were talking about pre-orders earlier. It follows. I haven't seen the movie yet, but it's one of the few films in my collection here I haven't seen. I have the Blu-ray. I have watched, I swear to God, I've watched about 95% of the films behind me. I make it a mission to not just buy stuff for the sake of it. This one has just been sitting in my collection for a long time, though. I was in CX with Ryan. It was £2, and he was like, James, you've got to buy this film. You'll love it. And it has just sat here. So I'm going to make it a point to watch that some point in the next month or so, because if I don't like it, which I don't think I will, I think I will like it. But if I don't like it, I'll cancel my Second Sight box set. But according to my friend Ryan, I will love that movie. So I'm going to keep the Second Sight box set on pre-order for now. And I'll watch that and decide whether to keep it or not. Films you want to like but can't get into. Is it Isles of Dogs for you? No, see, I do like Isles of Dogs. It was just such a disappointment after Grand Budapest Hotel. Films I like that I want to get into. Maybe Midsummer is a good shout, and that's why I'm determined to go back to it. I don't know, because I feel like most films I don't like, I'm like, yeah, I didn't like that for a reason, to be honest. I don't know, actually. I really don't. I wish I enjoyed some films more. Like I'm looking at some of the sets behind me now. I've got my Demangin box set here, which were, this box set here was built up to me quite a bit. People were going, this is like the best kaiju trilogy ever. And I liked them. I thought they were good films, but I didn't think they were the best kaiju films ever. So that was, yeah, it was a bit disappointing, but they were still good films. No worries, Sabian's heading off. See you later, mate. I thought the John Williams score for Dial of Destiny is worth seeing the film, just for that. Even my girlfriend, who doesn't take notice of scores, said she loved the music. Yeah, you can always rely on John Williams to do a really good score. I also thought the soundtrack for that film was really good. Where are we at? Where's AJ? I don't know where AJ is. So I haven't had a message off him, so I highly recommend the movie Loving Vincent. Made me emotional. I haven't seen that one. I have not seen that one. Right, we're sort of at the end there. Is there any more comments that people want to send in? If not, we'll wrap things up there. Yeah, I'm caught up with the whole comments. That is a first there. I cannot wait for the Ahsoka. I know people said Obi-Wan would save Star Wars, but surely Ahsoka will do it. Dave Filoni helming the series, basically Rebel season 5. Yeah, I'm really excited for Ahsoka as well. I'm just excited to see Thrawn finally come to live action. But yeah, it's I am very much looking forward to that. Yeah, this is a rarity that we catch up with all of the comments. Yeah. When I do the solo ones though, because normally when I got a guest here, we chat for a bit as well. What's the best Western you've seen? My favourite so far is Once Upon a Time in the West. I nearly bought that in the CEX in Exeter. I think it was £6. I didn't in the end for some reason. My favourite Western, it's got to be A Good, the Bad, the Ugly, isn't it? What a cracking movie. There it is. There's the poster. You checking out Insidious, The Red Door this Friday? No, I don't. I haven't seen any of the Insidious films actually. I don't do good with those kind of paranormal films. So yeah, as I'm seeing the new Jennifer Lawrence film this week, and I think that'll be it for me in the cinema this week. But I think we'll finish up here. Why didn't you watch the final 2 seasons of Agents of Shield? Do you know what? There was such a huge gap between season 5 and 6. And at that point, they'd already said that it's not in the MCU and stuff. And one of my friends had watched all of it, and he said he really didn't like season 6 and 7. So I was like, maybe I'll give it a miss. And I'll just quickly bring this one up as it's just coming in time. Really looking forward to the Fifth Element big box set next week. I didn't even know I was getting a big box set. I still haven't seen that movie. I need to because I hear it's great. But anyway, I am going to wrap up the stream there, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to AJ tonight. I haven't had a message off him, so I really don't know. But anyway, we still had a good time. And yeah, I'll have to change the title of the episode to a solo episode or something. But anyway, we'll sort that out another day. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming by. I am back again. Have I got another guest booked in? I don't know if I'm booked up anymore now. I might actually. I'm only going to go to episode 10 this year, I think. Let me see if I do. I have on July 14th, I have Jamie, the Batman Smith, booked in. So I'll be back on July 14th. And yeah, then you probably won't see me for a few, or not on a live stream because I'm off to Hungary at the end of the month. And then at the start of next month, I'm doing a long weekend away in Liverpool. And I won't be back till the Tuesday. So I'll be missing my Monday slot. So yeah, probably not till mid-August after that. And I haven't got anyone booked in yet, so I need to sort that out. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. There's a lot of lovely messages coming in here. See you later. Goodbye. Thank you, Slayers. top guy as well. Thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you all next time for another stream or